Hi, it's Dr. Abdullah Barani, Associate Professor of Economics here at Northern Kentucky University. Today, I want to talk to you about an important topic, something we often warn about, but rarely do we explain exactly what it is. Students are expected to know how to avoid it, but how do you know what to avoid? To succeed as a student, you need to know how to cite, reference, and avoid plagiarism. It will save you a lot of time and help you avoid some really uncomfortable conversations or outcomes. Today, we're talking about plagiarism. I know. You've heard about it. Every syllabus has a plagiarism section. But do you really know what plagiarism is? In this video, we'll talk about what is plagiarism and how to avoid plagiarism. Before I go any further, I have to tell you that this video is based on the work of others. See Hansen 2006, Lorenzen 2003, and Merica 2004. It is important for me to tell you this so that you know that there are others that have influenced my work, and that if you want to learn more about this topic, there are other places to read about it. Citing others will allow me to give credit to those that have already worked on this topic. This way, I can also avoid plagiarizing. So let's get started. What is plagiarism? According to the 9th edition of Webster's New Collegiate Dictionary, plagiarism is the act of stealing or passing off the ideas or words as one's own, the use of a created production without crediting the source, the act of committing literary theft, to present as new and original an idea or product derived from an existing source. So pretty much, it's taking what isn't yours and making it seem like it's yours. When it comes to plagiarism, in my view, there are 4 main types of plagiarism. The first is direct quotes. This is taking others' ideas and work and copying it word for word. I think most students know this is plagiarism. Make sure to add quotes and cite your reference if you're using someone else's writing or words. Give them credit. Adding the source to the reference list without attributing it in the quote is actually not enough. For instance, let us look at this content. When I got tired, I slept. When I got hungry, I ate. When I had to go, I went. This is a great sentence. If you're familiar with it, it's the sentence from the 1994 movie Forrest Gump. If I were to use this in a paper, I would need to add quotes to it, and I need to add the citation directly after the quote. This way, the reader knows these are not my words and they are from Forrest Gump. I would also add the reference at the end of the text for a complete citation. The second type is the type of plagiarism that most fall victim to, and that is paraphrasing. In this case, students get in trouble because they have not rewritten the words and ideas in their own words. So they borrowed too much from the original sentence, either by using too many of the same words or grammatical structure remains unchanged. Make sure to rewrite the entire idea in your own words. Actually, Missouri State Writing Center has a good example of common ways people paraphrase incorrectly. Take this text as an example. This text is from a Newsweek article on February 3rd, 1997. The article is by Daniel Pedersen and Pat Wingert, and is titled, "Some Hope for College." And the quote goes like this: "With money from the state lottery, Georgia guarantees preschool classes for every 4-year-old child." Let us say we want to directly quote it. This would be a good example of directly quoting it using MLA style. According to Pedersen and Wingert, Georgia state legislator, with money from the state lottery, Georgia guarantees preschool classes for every 4-year-old. If you want to paraphrase it, you can use the following example that is provided by Missouri State Writing Center. Georgia plans to use its lottery revenues so that all children can attend preschool. Pedersen and Wingert, 44. The Writing Center provides these 2 examples as not acceptable paraphrasing. They go like this: "With funds from its own lottery, Georgia promises preschool courses for all youngsters." Pedersen and Wingert. Or Georgia guarantees classes for each preschool with money from its state lottery, Pedersen and Wingert. These texts do not provide enough changes to the original text to be able to call it paraphrasing. Another possible way to plagiarize is passing off an original idea as your own. Now, there are some things that are commonly known and those do not require citation. But when new ideas are introduced and you are referencing them, make sure to attribute it to the original owner of the idea. The fourth and final form of plagiarizing is self-plagiarizing. Self-plagiarizing is something to consider. Submitting one paper or similar papers to different classes may be considered self-plagiarizing. Make sure to ask for permission from your instructor if you are planning to use previously submitted work. Thank you for your time.